Hello again, everyone. I am Zim from the future. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a goof and accidentally went over the 6 hour mark on the last recording. So, yeah, this is the second part of Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder for this particular episode here. Season 5, Episode 2, The Search Begins. Thanks for joining, and I'll put you to what the recording was now.
By the time we get all veterans over, he's gone. I'm sure the Inquisition's been trying to hunt him down, but he just seems to always have He's a very resourceful man.
Oh, you can say that again.
He is a very resourceful man. Temple blinks. Not getting the reference. Should I say it a third time, just to be sure?
Sure.
He is a very resourceful man.
Extremely resourceful. Much wow. So resource.
Yeah.
But it's more... You were acting really strange, though, too. That's one of the reasons, I was asking.
Yes. I had to do my duties.
There was... Okay. That's going to sound... I'm trying to think of... Don't take this the wrong way. I'm trying to think of a
question.
No, a timber translator, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how to put this in a way you're going to understand, Timber. In your language, basically.
Yeah. Loyalist to heretic communication.
Yes, exactly. Exactly, Timber. Loyalist to heretic communicator, heretic to loyalist translator.
Yeah.
I understand that the Imperium is like your everything, and it's super important to you.
That is the Wolven's purpose.
But I suppose there are issues.
Well, Kemo, if you help me out, I will write a report. And if this so-called freedom you say is actually more efficient, the Chasm will have no choice but to adopt such things. It wouldn't be the first time we changed doctrine. Unfortunately, not one fighting style works against every enemy. Like the Hoskovanians, for instance. We sure love to get in melee combat, but... Well, you seen what, Orvan did to Randolph? Which is why we just shoot the shit out of them. With big guns.
Mm-hmm. He pauses for a second to consider. What do you want, though?
Real quick,
Timber.
I apologize, but I need to step away for a few minutes. I will be back ASAP.
Okay.
Carry on, just letting you guys know.
What do I want?
Mm-hmm.
Tibble looks at, You know, he kind of looks at his brethren standing way over there. And he just looks like he's lost in thought for a moment.
Like, there's got to be things that you want. You know, dreams for the future, hopes.
Listens to you.
Of course, there's mission success, but
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about like missions or the military and stuff. I'm talking about Timber the person, not Timber the Jägermeister. I'm talking about like you specifically, Timber. What do you like to do?
remember when we were in battle
Mm-hmm.
and you're close enough to me and you felt like you were targeted by a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I see her. She's there. My mist. I miss her. She was taken from me. She was the one thing that truly was mine.
Was she actually killed in battle or through like problems and such?
And you see Temple, his eyes start to waddle a little bit.
Then why not we
She-
what? Oh, go ahead.
She was taken in battle. She was trying to send a message. That traitor was... He killed the Alpha. And we were selling ourselves as great as we could, but he was mopping the floor with us. She picked. She picked. She picked. She sent the message instead of protect herself. She had a shield, but she knew everything was lost. She sent one final message and he got smashed away in her pretty face.
Kemo is going to walk over and give Timber a very tight hug.
Temple returns the awkward soft grapple.
This is a friend grapple.
It's a training grapple.
Yeah,
Friend
training grapple. There it is.
A brotherhood grapple.
There you go. Brotherhood grapple. I like that.
Timber, I'm sorry.
Well, usually when a wolven dies, we don't come back. That's why I was so angry at you. I sacrificed myself to give you that opening back at those gates. And I turn around the next day just to get grappled in the back and had the shit kicked out of me. You ask me what I want. I just miss my mate.
Why don't we try to bring her back?
Well, I don't know how I came back. When I died, I saw her, and she told me, we don't come back. I'm afraid that if like Brutus, Randolph, or Ulf died, they might not come back. And then Rosalia tells me she can see the afterlife, and
Mm-hmm.
she never saw any Wolven waiting at the. That's the so-called river thing, but I mean, yeah, sure, they didn't have coins, but I'm pretty sure they would try to swim across. They're in the Navy.
Timber, I have a question for you.
What?
What does the Imperium say happens when a Wolven dies? You have a goddess. Like, you have a full-blown goddess. So, what normally for your entire nation follows her, so normally a follower of a god would go to that god when they died. That's how it works, usually.
I guess
Does-
we go with the Chiron then.
That would be my guess, but the thing is, because my dad does it a lot. Like, you've met my old team. You've killed my old team. Death isn't like that big of a deal for them. My dad gives really good health insurance.
I
So,
would say the same. That you've met my old team too.
like,
Well, at least others.
like for us, for them, it's not a big deal if they die because my dad will just bring it back. Like, it's literally more just like a break or a leave of duty temporarily until they get brought back again. Like, if you killed them, I literally wouldn't blink an eye because it's like, oh, they'll be back like tomorrow. It's not a big deal. But for a group, and for me, like, if you cast like resurrection magic on me right now, I would actually come back to life. I think it wouldn't kill me. It would actually like bring me back fully. I wouldn't be this undead thing anymore.
What were you before you
Died.
met an unfortunate end?
I was in experiments. I was basically, you know how the Wolven are like warriors and fighters and such. They're really, really fucking good at that.
Yeah.
Mage basically got the idea of trying to take the best little bits and bobs of every creature he could find and put them all together and try to make something that could, be
Temple puts his finger up in Chemo's face. You know. I know I redacted you. Just don't be going around saying I'm an abomination, please. You're making my job so fucking hard.
No, I mean, I won't deny that I am, though. That's the thing. I will agree with you on that front, Timber. But yeah,
You're literally confessing to being an aberration in front of the paladin.
Yeah. Shush.
But he didn't finish the full process. my old dad, my original dad, basically, he was a paladin like you are, Timber. And they found out what the mage was doing and attacked. And I was still growing. I was little. I was a kid, still growing. And they broke me out early from it. They didn't realize what I was at first. Um,
Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
about right. I've been put on missions like that.
and my dad, once they figured out what I was, he decided to take me in and teach me and raise me. And I stayed there for years and years and years, almost a century. But I never changed. I never grew up. I matured mentally, but physically my body didn't grow at all. I could change it, I could shapeshift, but my base form would always stay the same from that day. And eventually, after my father passed away from old age, I was adopted by my current father. And I've been with him ever since, and he's been teaching me, training me, and helping me, which is one of the reasons like I was so close to him, because he made me feel like, I'm sure you understand this, you want to feel like you belong in your pack, right? Like you have a point of existence, why you matter.
Yes, the Imperium has issued me a family.
And
The Imperium also issued me a mate too. I had a
but
state issued wife. It was awesome.
but yeah, so for me it's like, at first I just stayed in my little village. No one really cared that much for me because I was strange and different, you know how it can be. But eventually I did a little bit of help. I kept the village safe from goblins and stuff back then. I took care of the little things, the small things that the militia might have trouble with, but it wasn't until I got with my current dad that I really started developing my abilities and powers, because even though I hadn't fully finished growing, I was still powerful. I was still strong,
Well,
and I wanted to use that strength for something.
yeah. The the thing about let's say we were on the capital ship, the Balkmark, with a fucking glorious biggest main battle cannon. Well, if you don't have experienced gunners behind it, you're just a loose cannon. You can make a lot of noise, you can do a lot of damage, but you don't hit your target, and you're not good. Plus, you're wasting very expensive ammunition, so that's no good. I understand what you're going at. Your so-called father, whatever the hell that means, was taught you, trained you.
There was one time where I was going through my lessons and we were having a little presentation, and he put off a one of his little invasions just to actually come and watch it for me. Like like nowadays, like I know what he does and everything, but back then when I was still more naive and everything, like he was always there.
I still love the idea of Kemo going to like choir or whatever.
Yup.
And fucking Dragon Mass is there.
Yup. Dragon Ball actually was at every parent teacher conference.
Yeah.
Without
That is part of the canon, yes.
yes, he might be a tyrant, he might be a extremist, but he was always there for little Kemo.
Yeah. I imagine he even had like a fucking suit over his body armor.
I
The
could
bow
see
tie.
it. But for me,
That's still my canon. I don't fucking care. I'm writing it in my report. That's definitely what happened.
No, I understand what you're talking about there, Timber. Like the crew needing to work together and such. And I understand where you're coming from with that. And I think that's the difficult part for me is can I show you something, Timber? Not going to hurt anything or I just want to use it more like a visual demonstration.
Hold on a second. Timber like turns to his man is like, attention! Close your eyes! Buddha, shoot your gun off so your ears are working.
All right. They were all because Kemo was like looking out into the water from the bow. They were all looking out into the water. They're all as a unit going to turn around, salute, close their eyes, and Brutus is going to fire off a shot into the air.
Yeah. God. That guy's doing some finest right there.
Kemo's gonna chuckle.
You got about a minute before the winging stops.
It's good. As you see Kemo bring his hands together, and you hear him say something under his breath before around him just a boundary field extends out in all directions. And suddenly, Timber, it feels like you're in a giant furnace, like you know where they would forge like the tanks and weapons for the Kaiser, and I would guess.
Yeah.
It feels like you're in there, like everything is molten and such.
Timber's just gonna casually pull out his canteen and give himself some ice armor with a level 2 AC turned on.
One of my strongest abilities that I have is I can literally burn my soul for power. And I can also
That's cool. It's hot. Ow.
I can also
I get it.
He's gonna swipe his hand as the boundary field breaks and they're back on the ship again.
Yeah. You see Tim's all wet because the ice armor melted.
One of my most powerful techniques literally creates the boundary field that I just showed you, and any of the soul burn that I'm suffering is affected onto everybody else within the field that I choose. Their souls will literally burn alive if I want them to.
That's you got some incredible powerful magic right there.
But that's the issue, is the abilities are so, like, he holds up a hand, it's just like a little ball of energy forms. There's so much that I can do that working with others has always been, I've always had to be the one leading the team. I've always had to be the one out front facing down the things that others can't do. It makes relying on others more difficult, if that understands.
Well, that's why I believe the Kaizen set us up like this. You need guidance.
Like,
and who better to wrangle up a bunch of heretics, get put on a freaking tiny ass boat with a kind of based fucking fire thing on the front. Anyways, but a Jägermeister. My power is it's playing the hand that I'm dealt. That is my greatest power.
At that, Kemo's gonna lean forward. Though I have to admit, I think I might make some of your wolven jealous if I can make an explosion bigger than a cannon. I want to apologize in advance for that. Like all conspiratorial whisper there. Like he's smiling when he says that. Like he's just trying to play it up as a joke.
Yeah. And Timber just replies, no, they'll just it might make the Armored cod piece not something they want to wear right now.
Oh shit! They've all fallen in love with Kemo for it.
A little bit, yeah. At least that part.
Like
They do
I
love
got.
explosions.
It's like I heard.
Kemo blows up something, and the Wolven will go, okay, I guess we'll tolerate you, because that's kind of cool.
It's like Kemo just kind of lets one of the little balls of energy float around his hand for a second. It's like I have to wonder, like if I really went all out, do you think I'd be able to sink a ship with a shot? I kind of want to test that theory. I don't think I can with a single shot, but I kind of want to see what it would do if I went all out. I've never done it before.
Well, I can tell you, back on one of the islands, when those towers started firing beams, much like yours. Unfortunately, it drove us back. You're looking at Timbo points at his men. Those are the only 3 survivors out of hundreds.
Oof.
It tore up the entire army, and it even beamed one of our small cannonesses. The fate of the ship unknown, but she pulled out a dock until it got out of range of the beams. It slagged I don't think she made it that far. I hope she did. But I've seen it take several hits from those beams. If there's one thing the Imperium's good at, it's having high quality. We don't cut corners. Of course, repairing that thing will probably take years.
Mm-hmm. Which, in that case, it might as well. That's not fair to say because you can probably move the crews and such around, but it takes it out of the war, so to speak. If that makes sense.
It is not combat efficient, yes, but yes, the fact that it still kept the crew, they learned a lot about damage control.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the Wolven learn things. We send our guys out, we prod, we see where they're at. We fight. If we win, we learn a lesson. If we lose, we learn a lot of lessons.
And
That's
that's
how
where,
learn.
for me, it's more. I go in, and my dad always was. I was the one who was always sent in to deal with the issues that other people couldn't deal with.
Understandable, Kemo. But one of these days, you're gonna have to learn how to lose.
At that, Kemo just kind of looks out over the ship and is just like, if I lose, people die. And I don't want that to happen. And it's sentimental. And I know it's not feasible. I get that. I've been to war zones before. I've watched people die and not been able to help them. So,
Well, Kemo, I used to hunt heroes. That is always their downfall. They don't know how to lose. They want to win every engagement. And to do that, they will pull out every single card they have. And eventually they run into something that knows exactly what you do. And if something knows exactly what you do, they can build something to counter you.
which is why you either have to make sure that no one survives you, or you have to make sure that hopefully nothing ever gets to the point where it forces you to pull out your big guns.
Well, Kemo,
I'm not saying like that's me. I'm just saying like
Yeah,
that's
I'm-
what you would have to do.
that's what you have
Although-
to do. But there's always someone watching.
Hi, Dad.
I was
Hello,
about to say,
Kaiser.
this does sound eerily familiar to the exact strategy that your father was implementing when making the hunting squad in the first place.
Mhm.
The idea was always that, if you learn what the opponent does and you know all their tricks,
You can
it doesn't
counter them.
matter if you die in order to get it, you'll eventually get them.
All I'm saying is Kemo had a great teacher, but he was not the only teacher.
And it's for me, it's he just kind of pauses and just kind of considers things for a moment.
I gotta say. So, couple of comments. One, the twins don't
Yep.
want to win, they just want everybody to survive. And two, the alternative to dealing with, people knowing what you can pull out is just pulling a chemo and changing your whole skill set.
Yeah.
Which is technically rules legal.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
Hey, all I'm saying is Kemo changed his character's design after I got these nice pair of boots.
Look, it's a naval campaign. I don't think you're going to regret having those boots.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
Well, yeah, I'm fucking Timber's like 550 pounds if he's naked. Of course I want these boots.
Those boots are made for walking.
And that's just what I'll do.
And he will walk 500 miles.
Well, I can't walk 500 miles.
One of the things I'm also fairly good at from leading my team, and I feel like you are also good at this, Timber, is like strategy and abilities. Like using effectively what you have to the very best of your ability to bring down your enemy. Like I feel like some of the members of the crew here don't understand necessarily just how scary they are to just about to a lot of things out there.
Well,
Tanya!
I think
snoring. All right. We put him to sleep, Kemo. Victory achieved.
da 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 da.
I moved her to the
It is funny though, because I feel there are like
I'm sorry, guys.
weeks at a time where it's like I can't like I'm doing all this shit, and then there's weeks like this where it's like I probably could have just like showed up, like announced my presence, grabbed a really good
just-
blanket, and passed out.
Pass out. Let Kemo and Timbo go off on fucking whatever for hours.
Yeah, just put in like a button that Zim can press every once in a while, and it's just giving me a roll for that.
You
Yeah,
back, Tanya?
we were called yes and no from Taldarius, and that's he just pushes those buttons, Yes, you can do that. No, you can't do that. Yes, you can do that. No, you can't do that. Ha.
Give me a
a
roll
little
for that.
soundboard. Yeah.
Can we get this? I will totally not abuse it.
Zim, give me a roll for that.
But
I'm back, by the way.
welcome back.
And
But-
sorry we put you to sleep
Good
with
morning.
backstory stuff.
I do feel like the
Though
crew
Timbo
here.
and Kemo are kind of getting along now, so there's that.
Foul heresy! I love it though.
I tolerate you. That's the best you're
Friend!
gonna get.
Hug.
Friend, I tolerate you. Light grapple. It's not a hug, it's a light grapple.
Because Kemo just kind of like I'm just imagining Kemo sitting on the railing besides Timber as Timber's just steering the ship now,
Yeah.
and it's just like I feel like just between like us, not counting like the kobolds or anyone else, just me, you, the twins, Rosalia, Gar, and Moriarty, like we're basically an unstoppable juggernaut to at least 60 to 70% of things.
Towards the temple. What even all numbers Giga Chad? Dun 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 dun.
Oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
like,
Never tell me
I'm
the
getting-
odds. I'm bad at
I'm getting
math.
coffee right now, by the way.
Yeah.
All right.
like
We'll probably
By
be
the way,
done with this bit
Kerr, I
soon.
love you.
I love you too.
Also, mandatory, this has been told, as per orders by the Kaiserin, I don't know why I'm telling you this, Kemo, but somebody named Cole is fucking cute.
Yay.
Sorry, pardon me.
One of
Wait,
the
Gotta
things
love those
I
imperial
up.
mandates.
Hold up. Does that make me the Kaiser now?
No.
Considering I'm the one that
No.
sent that out earlier.
No, Wernimal is.
So Timber, I want to ask you something because I think you would actually enjoy this.
No,
Sorry, go ahead.
Timber.
Yeah.
The Kaiserin is a black and gray vixen with multiple tails who can cast magic from her fingertips, right?
Black and red, yes.
I said black and gray.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, everything's red to Temple.
Well, I'm just saying that Wernimal checks all the boxes.
Heretic.
Someone's getting the big fucking cannon. That's all I'm saying. Giggity.
It's me.
You could mean multiple things by that, and I'm afraid of half of them.
Yes. Both are deadly. Hey, all I'm saying is she's a size queen. Why do you think she surrounds herself with big woven studs?
Who
Jeez.
left?
Darius.
Wow.
You broke him.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Give me a roll.
Temple stands up and goes, "Ha ha! Kaiserin always wins. Eat that, gods."
You just killed God.
Oh,
Congratulations.
wait. Sorry, let me do that properly. Insert random lore and trivia here. Give me a roll for that.
I know everything about fucking Warhammer. Also, I'm not an Ender Dragon. Comment Timble, please.
Wait,
Polish a
fucking
0.
Fucking Warhammer. Is that what you use for hammer time?
Yes.
His PC crashed. He's booting back up.
Well, Kemo, let's go spend another half hour talking about debatable stuff.
He said, let's see if they notice.
Yeah. Hey, you know, my tinnitus is not as bad as Timble's, okay? So, I hold the budunk. I think. Please tell me it was a budunk.
Yes, it was.
I didn't hear
Okay,
one.
thank you. God damn it, I hate you.
To be fair,
I
I'm
hate
also
people
in
who do
stream.
that.
I am also in streaming mode, so I wouldn't hear one. It doesn't play.
Zim doesn't have
Okay.
one on his side.
Okay, so he has full tinnitus. Gotcha. Anyways, God, I fucking hate
What
when
was
people
that?
say. Yeah, exactly. It's super fucking annoying.
What's up? You're gonna need
Like,
to speak up.
I was ordering at McDonald's and they don't understand me and I can't hear them. It's terrible. I just want a burger.
What's that about murder?
Yes.
Screw the rules, I have money.
Ooh, I like money.
Go ahead, tell the Kaiser on that.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged.
Yeah.
Yep. So I have my coffee. I coming back to the desk. I look over at what Caddy's doing, just in time to see him punching a crab in the face with a robot fist. Oh, 2 robot fists.
Based.
He's playing Subnautica and was in the prawn suit.
I was kind of hoping he was playing Earth Defense Force.
No,
Well,
no.
While we're
I do have that though.
While we're on a slight break, it looks like I'm going to have a special surprise for everybody that sticks around after ATA for the next segment of the stream.
Why is that?
A certain thing may be ready.
Joke.
What thing?
Well, I passed out for a bit and now I have coffee, so I should be good for whatever comes afterwards.
It's a surprise.
Kemo, I warned you about this. You should have been a loyalist. It's the game over. Ah!
But yeah, it's a surprise. You'll have to wait and see.
Why is it so bad?
But I know everyone will like this one.
Mandatory.
Provided
happy
it's working.
Fun time.
Happy fun times.
Ba da da ba ba da ba da ba da da ba da 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 ba da 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 ba da da ba da 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 ba da da da. I don't know why that reminded me of that song, but here it is. I blame the Tana
Why are you blaming me?
because I can.
Ra_Zim wants you to go on an adventure. Follow the
Da da
adventure
da
lines
da
here.
da 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 da. Yeah, so this is going to be completely out of character, but like looking at our team is like fucking basically unstoppable against almost anything that's not like utterly higher level than us.
$5 surprise.
I do things! Thank you so much for that tip and helping out the channel. I really, really appreciate it.
I will not say things that will make the Chaos Lords throw something specifically tailored for each one of us to fucking go fight one-on-one.
Oh, no.
Separated.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about together. Because, like, the tactics I would employ for us would be one Marten twin to Timber and Gar, using their teleportation to get them around the battlefield to the high priority targets to go after. The twins are also
Special
go ahead.
bubble shield on our castles.
the twins are also able to counter magic 2 spells per turn, which is huge. The highest priority targets are always going to be the spellcasters. So the Marten twins can immediately get you and Gar on the spellcasters to force them to either start moving around or wasting their time, not necessarily casting. And even if they start casting, they can start negating the spells if the spells need to be stopped. We have
And if
Rosalia. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if something's close enough to Timbal, he can literally do Lookout Saw and take whatever fucking 100 damage or whatever bullshit.
Yeah, like you can do quite a bit of damage, Timber. Like you and Gar both can do.
Kerr. Han.
Yes.
I love you.
Uh-huh.
But, Kerr.
Yeah.
Why are you saying this in front of the Whoa?
Yeah.
He loves to punish you for your hubris.
I'm not trying to be hubris. I'm just describing tactics.
Call. Timbo is literally telling you, talking about, showing your hand, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. In character.
This is out of character.
Yeah, and this is me fucking breaking the fourth
Duffings is
wall
lemming
because I'm
everyone.
fucking Wolven. That's what we do. Because I
Look
hate
at
when
the
you
animation.
fucking break the fourth wall.
Look, look.
Come back.
Look. Look. Look at it. Look at the ashram lemming.
Look at the baby.
Oh, it's gone.
Blim.
Mlem. Mlem.
Gone forever. Never to be
Mlem.
seen again. MIA.
But yeah, definitely
Quiz
stick
no
around
wall.
after this game, guys. There's gonna be hopefully gonna be a surprise.
Welcome back, Taldurius.
Welcome back, Ender Dragon.
Alright. Brutus, Ulf, Randolph. You're gonna spend the next hour polishing the zero. My hands are tired from doing it. It's your job now.
Can you hear me?
God, I love having lackeys.
Yes.
Now
Cool.
I know
There.
how my superior officers felt about me.
Taldarius has returned from the dead.
No, sorry, that was just Steve.
Wow, that is a lot more sinister than I thought it would be.
It's a haunted orchestra! What were you expecting?
I was expecting maybe like a little bit of reverb and some echoey instruments, not this.
Guys, we just looked into the Kaiser's chambers, okay? With all super weapons that she's totally not working on.
Don't worry, it's going down the scales.
By the way, Zim, were you telling them about Steve?
I was not.
Okay, so it's really
Mostly
funny that
'cause
you
they were
mentioned
talking.
haunted. Okay, it's funny that you mentioned haunted orchestra because my house is haunted as fuck. And there's one ghost named Steve who loves to fuck with electronics. I've had my computer completely unplugged from the wall before and it's been working.
That's it. I'm just gonna go and
I can help you with this, Taldarius. I have over 15 years of research and study on this. I know how to deal with these types of bullshit.
Okay, so
It's okay.
let's list off the ghosts that are in my house. There's the white lady who sits in one particular room and cries her eyes out while wearing a full white dress and a veil. There's a little girl that appears only around the weeping willow, at a low spot in our yard. There is a completely like pitch black figure that specifically only shows up at the top of the stairs and is malevolent as fuck. There's Steve, who has been around since I was a baby and has even done things such as talk through my baby monitor.
Okay.
He loves to follow me around and fuck around with electronics. I told one of my friends about Steve, and I'm like, if your electronics act fucky over here, don't worry about it. It's just Steve. He didn't believe me. He brought his laptop over. Nothing happened. He went back home, and then he called me later that day asking if he needed to get a priest because his laptop was talking to him through the like laptop speakers. I went over there and I said, Steve, that's not my laptop. You're an idiot. Follow me home.
then he
that
did.
Steve has also done shit like I was coming home from the library and it was dark out, so the street lights are on, and he made sure to flicker every single street light just as I reached it, and made sure that it was off if I looked in the rearview mirror, and then would blink on as I went down the road. Steve likes to fuck with me a lot.
That sounds like you have it has an actual attachment on you.
Oh no, it totally does. I've in order to like, because I love all this esoteric shit. Like I've walked into like, fortune teller things. I'm banned from like all of my local ones because they kick me out the moment I walk in.
Why?
Hold on a second, guys, Zim.
Okay.
You found the perfect guy to give the Sunday course to.
Oh yeah, he's already cursed.
Oh yeah, I'm already kind of cursed.
Yeah,
that's true.
the Sunday course has friends.
It's
Oh my
times
God,
like
Steve saved you from the Sunday course because it's electronic, right? So Steve's like, nah, fuck this shit, flip it.
It's times like this that I'm really glad that between my practice and Akela, I don't have to worry about ghosts.
Oh yeah. Also, the room that I grew up in was hella fucking cursed, because it gave my sister horrific nightmares until she left that room, and then when I was sleeping in that room, it gave me horrific nightmares.
That might be something that's in there then.
Oh yeah, no, it was. It's still the same room that I'm in right now. Steve is still a fuckwad, but that one doesn't bother me too much anymore.
If you
Let's see.
could
There's
choose a ghost
other.
before Steve.
There's other ghosts. There's a ghost called Joker. This was in one of my sister's friends' houses, and what Joker would do is this happened one time where like we were all over there, we're watching like TV, and like we go down to reach for the remote is fucking missing. So we were like, hey, did anyone leave the remote in like the kitchen or whatever? So we go around, and then at that point Sarah, who's my sister's friend, goes, hey, this was probably Joker. And like we follow her to like the basement stairs, and opens up the door, and there's just a single bread ball that was bouncing up and down at the bottom of the stairs.
Lovely.
Lovely jubbly, yes. And basically Sarah just went, cut it out, Joker, shut the door, and we turn around, and the remote was on the like where we were sitting.
Yes, if you ever want advice on how to deal with them or possibly get rid of some of them, I can offer assistance.
I'm just gonna let you know that Steve is hella attached to me. Like, there is no shot I'm getting rid of Steve.
The only time that I've been in a situation where I was absolutely sure that there were multiple entities that were up to things was actually the house that I grew up in. There were two ghosts. Exactly two of them. There was the old man and the kid. I say the kid, but it was like a teenager, because I actually fucking kept seeing him out of the corner of my eye. The old man only ever was on the second floor, mostly hung out in the attic. The kid hung out a lot in the basement, sometimes in the kitchen, and both of them utterly hated the kitchen extension. For whatever reason, both of them hated that part of the house. And I don't mean avoided it, I mean would actively go there just to fuck with things. So there was part of the house had been renovated, and they added an extension to the kitchen at some point in the past. And for whatever reason, both of these ghosts apparently loved to fuck with things in that particular part of the house.
Yes, I hate what you've done with the place.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's probably exactly what it is.
Steve, give me back my main monitor, you fuckwad.
Still trying to get your computer back up?
No, my computer's back up. It's just my main monitor is turned off now for some reason.
And your audio sounds like you're talking through a tube.
Steve, you fuckwad.
I assumed it's because he's on his phone. At least that was
No,
my
I'm on my
assumption.
PC. I'm on my PC.
Oh.
No, you sound like you're talking through a tube.
Guys, back to game.
Yeah, here. Let me just try and fix this, and hopefully Steve will stop being a total
Tanya is
fuckwad.
still trying to get his computer booted up.
No, my computer's booted up. I'm on my computer. It's just my main screen is off now. Well, it was probably because I was trash talking Steve. Steve, give me back my main monitor.
But no, the old man and the kid. I had dozens of run-ins with them throughout my childhood, so I was very aware there were exactly two entities that were at odds with each other, and that whatever grudge they still had, it directly revolved around that kitchen extension. And the old man, the only time that he ever got up to mischief, beyond just being grumpy and sticking to himself, had to do with a plate glass window on the landing step of the stairwell. He loved to hang out on the outside of that window, or in reflections within it.
All right, is my audio fixed?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Okay. Why the hell? All right, I'm just going to restart my computer one more time. I will be right back.
And he was never
Continue.
heard from again.
right, Timber. This is the part where Kemo and Timber become friends, give each other hugs, and become best pals. Battle buddies.
Meanwhile, the twins in the walls.
They're in the walls. Game over, man. Game over.
Joke.
Man over game.
It's a dangerous game to play. The only way to win is not to play.
That is possible.
Wolstein_Royal cheered with 100 eggy bitties. I promise you. I am not reading Taldarius notes nor tampering with their device. I promise this is not my response to Kerr's challenges. Ovo.
Thank you for the biddies, whoa.
I'm not trying to challenge anything.
Like, it's entirely Kerr's fault for challenging you.
I'm not
You
trying
are
to challenge.
Detected.
You are well within your rights to respond in kind. Love you, Kerr.
I love you too.
Now perish.
Okay, I accept this.
I mean, he already died, so.
Also, tomorrow I am going to attempt to do the thing. The thing I want to do.
This, since we're waiting on Taldarius, thing that I just stumbled across in one of the servers I'm in, would you rather be given $1 million or be given $1 billion, but you have to carry a marble? If you lose it, you die. For $1 billion, I will just cut myself open, shove the marble in, and then I don't have to worry about dropping it anymore.
Yeah, you can easily have it surgically implanted.
Yeah.
All right, is
Yeah.
better.
I mean, Jefferson lived with like 20 years with a bullet in his arm.
Exactly.
And the funny thing is, after 20 years, he got it out of him, and he went to the guy who shot him. He's like, "You want your bullet back?" He's like, "Buddy, you kept it for 20 years. It's yours now."
What was that,
That's a hell of a power
Taldarius?
move.
I asked if my audio was any better.
It sounds the same. It sounds like you might be on the wrong microphone, maybe?
I double checked. I'm actually not.
No clue.
Fuck it, we'll do it live. Keep
But
going.
yeah, that is a power move, though. It's to pull a bullet out of yourself, give it back to him, and go, "Hey, you dropped this."
Is this any better?
That
The
is
founders
better.
were just built different, okay?
Try to assassinate me, I'll beat you with a cane. They were built different.
Yeah.
Imagine beating someone with a cane so badly that your bodyguards pull you off of them.
Yeah, especially after he jumped out of a bush with 2 pistols drawn, and he tried to shoot you twice, and both guns failed.
And both guns were in working order afterwards. Funny
Yeah.
as shit.
Divine intervention.
Yeah.
Nuclear launch detected.
And wasn't there one of the founding fathers that he got
Just as I said,
shot?
divine intervention.
No, one of the founding fathers that he got shot, and he still went on to deliver a speech before going to see a doctor?
No, that was
That's
Teddy
funny.
Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt, yeah,
Technically not founding father.
technically. But still,
But definitely one of the most based presidents to ever exist.
Yeah.
did it hit anything vital? No? Well, I'm giving my speech then, damn it.
think he
Pardon
also-
my
I think he
pardon
also
my shortness of breath. I've been shot.
I think he also insulted the would-be assassin.
He couldn't even do a proper job. That's what's wrong with this country. People even work half done.
Give me that gun. I'll do it myself. All right, back to the game.
All right. So, what conversation were you all in that that my computer decided to crash from no influence at all whatsoever?
Kemo and Timbo are having a moment.
Ah, okay.
One of the horsemen of the apocalypse arrived because Kemo and Timber were getting along.
Yes.
Ah. Well, in that case, continue. Unless you finish the conversation. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This.
All right. I just wanted to make sure because everyone was silent. And I just wanted to make sure I didn't cut out or something.
I wasn't part of the conversation, so I was just waiting for them to start.
I was waiting for Timber.
I kind of forgot where we're at.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna continue on. I think that was good enough.
Yeah,
If time is progressing forward, then Rose would be actually getting blessings from the. I keep forgetting what the term is for the rank.
Alkalides.
Acolytes.
Alkalides.
They could also acolytes. They could also be described as journeymen.
Yeah, the clerics. She will keep getting the blessings from the clerics, and every so often will be asking for a lay on hands from Timber, and then just riding out the damage until it heals. She basically, it was kind of a shock to the system when she realized, oh shit, I was going evil for a second there.
Yeah, like you asked Temple for the thing, and then Buddhist like cocks his gun, and Temple's like, "No, Buddhist, not now." He's like, "Oh, okay, fine."
No, not yet.
Not
By the way,
yet.
Not yet.
I don't know what it is in the dice that decided that Brutus was going to be the like perfect loyalist.
It was the Kaiser's will, goddammit. Temple has such high hopes for him, and he's gonna have a tragic downfall. E2, brute. Or whatever.
E2, brute.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they'll be willing to give you occasional blessings.
Yeah, she's just hoping that between the positive energy and the blessings that she can push back against the corruption a little bit.
Well, I mean, the lay on hands would damage the hell out of you, but you know.
Oh yeah, yep. Here's the thing though. But from Timber's perspective, this is penitence. She's doing the whole penitence thing, so he's able to physically see that he is burning the evil out of her. But let's carry on.
The twins drop on Rosalia from above with knives in their mouths.
Yeah, dunked on. Hero improvement device. Knife.
What exactly are you planning on doing with that?
Assassination.
Assassination? Assassination.
Ansatsu.
Improvement of our chances.
Yeah, without the evil lich, we do have a much higher chance of surviving all of this.
Wait,
Hey.
he isn't dead. Shy surprise.
I am not a lich yet.
Dang.
So yeah, anyways, back to the game.
Look,
Have we
we have a
reached-
proto wraith and a proto lich.
Remember, mostly evil is still slightly good.
This is
Whatever you
good.
say, evil Paulson. Take some healing juice.
That's a lot of healing juice.
I
So,
can kill you with my saliva.
So whenever we reach Damatolatar, quite possibly ahead of schedule due to the fact that we have that nice speed boost and favorable winds.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
And as you are pulling into Damatolatar, you got a ring message incoming. It is, in fact, from Yakovich.
Hooray!
Is the connection established? Would you like to answer and pick up?
Don't answer. No one's home right now, everyone.
The twins are answering.
So I tried out that wolf goo. It was pretty effective at fixing my door again. Turns out I don't need a whole new message. After I launch someone through it, if I just glue the pieces back together. Otherwise, I'd have to chop down a whole new tree to new message, make planks, and that's time consuming. I wonder if I could use my third cousin Alar's explosive to make a stone door with whatever new message gets broken off. I think I'll send him a letter to try and get some of his special explosives again. He's supposed to come and, new message, visit me in a few weeks, but he's stopping for some fancy festival. Speaking of festivals, I remember this festival I went to one. New message. Time and they managed to teach a tiger how to jump through flame and hoops. I wonder if I could train something to jump through flames. New message. Maybe if I ride it, that'll help. I'm gonna go and find a bear after I finish this door. Maybe once I have a new message bear that could jump through flames, I could take it and go and fight a red dragon to fix my papa's gloves. Speaking of my pa, new message. I know he left a nice suit around here somewhere that I'll have to go find. I've been invited to a wedding and my mom would, new message, kill me if I went in with normal getup. She always did want me to wear finery like her and my pa did. It's just, new message, not practical. And when you're knee-deep in a fan looking for a monster to wrestle, it'll just ruin the suit anyways. Do you think, new message, that the wedding will have a monster to wrestle? Maybe I should wear the suit under my normal clothes. That way they don't get dirty, new message, and my mom won't kill me again when something finally gets to me.
Woohoo!
He is a very unique individual.
So are the Marten twins going to send back a message? For each message, they have 15 words that they can send back.
Send more Chuck Berry.
I thought they couldn't respond.
With how the card is phrased, it's like a one-way thing, although I like to believe that it's more just because there's literally no gap between the first message and the second message, because it doesn't, like, he doesn't pause talking, that, like, you can't get in a word edgewise.
Okay.
Yeah, but the last one in the chain you'd be able to respond to.
Yeah, you can respond to the last one. You'd have, like, 25 words. Now, what part about that 7-part message do you want to respond to?
I don't know. I'm kind of liking the idea that we can't even respond to that because he's still just talking and talking. He just forgot to start a new message.
You know what? I like that. We're going with that one.
So we could technically respond, but there's no point because he won't actually notice. Also, weather warning.
I like that. Ah, cool.
So we finally are approaching Damatolatar, and it's raining again.
And it's a trap.
Oh no! This isn't a normal storm.
I don't know if
There's
it's because I've been out at sea, but Moriarty, you're kind of looking.
This isn't a normal storm. There's some foul witchcraft afoot.
Yes,
Saruman
yes,
is impeding
yes.
our progress.
All right.
I don't know what that is.
As you're pulling into the dock, you get the distinct feeling, just from experience at this point, that there is a good possibility that a storm will be starting soon. And you do notice that there are a pair of guards that are waiting on the dock. You know, of course, like while you get your stuff fastened and all that.
The twins are still hiding in the walls.
All right. You have Walmarts.
Oh god, they
Temple
have
will,
become the
don't mean the
Walmart.
store. Yeah, I was about to say, not the store.
Walmart.
Of course,
I guess
now
Temple will,
I feel like I'm going to turn around and there's going to be the twins trying to run a store out of the walls called Walmart.
It's okay. It's not like
Yes,
he asked Prince Aelfried about, oh, I don't know, selling stuff.
what it is you slip a coin into any one of the scuppers, and you will get an item back. That if you're lucky, it'll be the thing that you want. That's how Walmart works.
No, it's an egg.
Yeah, you get back an egg.
You think they're going to give up eggs?
No, you pay them an egg. Unfortunately, Wolven cannot use these services because no matter how lightly they pick it up, it always breaks. Yeah, Temple will get the ship docked and just be ready to greet the guardsmen.
All right. And rather than any sort of stern talking to or like gruff personality, instead one of the guards looks absolutely ecstatic that you're there, and go, "Welcome to Damatolatar. You're just in time for our festival."
Oh god, a festival.
Oh my god, thank you!
Temple's gonna like look back at the group and then back down at them and be like, huh, usually when an Imperial shows up, people are either terrified or pissed. This is a new change of greetings.
And
I don't trust
Imperial?
Yes.
it. Imperial
kinda
just slowly
obvious.
points up at the ship's banner.
Well, whatever that means, I hope you really enjoy our festival here. It's a really special year. The competition will be happening too.
Oh, Vietnam
they showing
flashbacks.
Are they showing any reaction to our appearance at all or anything?
Nope.
And when he's talking about competitions and festivals, Rose is going full Vietnam flashback.
Out of character, Temple runs back to the ship, starts praying really hard. Kaiser and these guys aren't afraid of you. Come here right now. Fuck these guys. I fucking hate these guys. They're heretics. I know it. They said you're a festival. Whatever the fuck that means. These are the coordinates.
This area needs to be thoroughly blasted.
Nuclear launch detected.
Yay!
Oh, yes. I can always count on my goddess. She never lets me down. Well, unless she's putting me down with nuclear ordnance, but whatever. I dissolve this. Alright, festival?
Oh, you don't know about the festival? Oh, well, okay. Every year we hold a festival on this date, and, well, thankfully this year we're actually able to hold the competition. You see, we have thousands of lakes here, and every once in a while, one of the lakes will be special. We don't know which one, and that's part of the competition. But at the bottom of a lake, there'll be a portal you can go through to get a reward.
Well, this doesn't sound suspicious in the slightest.
I mean, it's a very big attraction. We've been having all sorts of visitors lately because of it. Adventurers, merchants, lots of people.
Interesting. Well,
Proceeding time!
Can we go in and investigate?
Oh, what do you want to investigate? Oh, we even have tour guides if you
Yes.
want a tour.
Yes, I want a terrorize. Show me this terror.
No, that's not what he.
Please
You
tell
know,
me,
Timber-
as soon as we get off the ship, there's just a little booth where we go up and press a button and it just starts singing, "It's a small world after all."
Yeah, and then
Due to the growing rate of obesity in the world, the song "It's a Small World." Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You know how when it was the false Shrek when they enter the king's castle and they got all the things, he just starts walking through the entire thing.
That's what I was
instead of going
thinking.
through the lines, yeah.
But I couldn't remember the lyrics for that one, but I know it's a rip-off of It's a Small World, so that's what I went with.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose is just going to go up to the guy, like, actually, I wouldn't mind visiting your whatever law enforcement you have here to get a rundown of local laws and such. This group, when they get excited, they well, it's a good idea to know what is and isn't legal in advance.
Oh, well, if you're worried about what's legal and illegal, obviously we have a lot of the same crimes here as anywhere else. You know, no stealing from people, you can't hurt others. That about covers a lot of it.
And necromancy?
Oh, well, we don't care too much about that. I mean, to us, I mean, the whole thing is that if you start doing that and you hurt other people all the same, you know. It feels a little bit like double dipping on that.
Temple sinks back to the ship and like marches back up and just tells the Wolven, hold this position. If they try to get on the boat, defend it. Repel them first, then defend it.
And where would your local lockup be, just in case one of this group gets drunk and ends up in the drunk tank, so I know where to go to retrieve them?
Oh,
yeah,
don't
Moriarty.
worry. We actually have two places. So we have the actual jail. That's for, the people who are unfortunately too violent to really to be safely placed with others. But if your only things like public intoxication or being a nuisance and the like, then don't worry. You'll just be put in the rehabilitation center.
Oh no!
Rehabilitation
center? Very intrigued.
Oh yes, so we have a rehabilitation center here, where it's much better for everyone if people who don't commit violent crimes are put into a nicer place where they can be taught that they shouldn't be doing those things. In fact, I don't think we have anyone in the jail right now.
How do you do this?
Imagine a nice townhouse where there's like a bunch of small rooms in it, so they each get their own room. And, we give them food, we give them water, a nice place to sleep, and then we have people come in and try and teach them the errors of their ways.
This place sounds all too ideal. I don't buy it.
Oh, sometimes small towns like this...
The party looks back at Timbo. He's like, well, I mean, I could just send the invasion force in now and we could just liberate the shit out of them.
Well, Moriarty, sometimes small towns like this can get away with idealized things because it's a small enough population size. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at this. This actually sounds interesting. We as you may notice, just putting an arm around Kemo, we have an individual who's really been working hard to pull himself back from the dark, and a place like that might give us some good ideas.
I'm just looking at Rosalia. Going, it's like the look is, I know exactly what you're doing, and I can't disagree with it. It's a good idea for getting in and everything, but I still don't approve of this, and I want to make sure that my disapproval is noted here.
Tibbo's trying to figure. Tibbo's just like looking at how deep the water is. The port.
I would find it rustic architecture. I think I'll take a closer look.
Man, look at these non-woven sized walls that I could just walk right over.
But yeah, so they the guards gotta like look around a little bit and look like a little bit uncomfortable and go, well, we don't want to focus on dreary things like that. We'd much rather you just enjoy the festival.
Oh, we definitely will. So after you.
All right, well, Tom, go ahead and just keep watch here. I'm gonna go take him to where the festival is. And the guard that was talking to you is going to try and lead you guys off.
Timbo will salute his men before trusting them to secure the ship, and follow them.
Come on, hall pass. Let's go.
I'm going to whisper very quietly to Rosalia. So there's totally something sinister going on here, right?
Oh, fucking glows in the dark.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one.
Kemo pans over the Timbo, is like, just another land of conquest, just like everywhere else. Nothing. That's all weird to me. Everything's weird to Timbo.
Hey, look, it's gonna be another race.
All right, so what's the plan then?
Well, last time that I was involved in one of these local festivities, I got turned into a crab.
What?
And then my clothes were stolen. So,
Great fun! Right, boo?
No, it is not great fun.
I disagree.
So, I'm not going to be actively participating in any of that type of thing. I will gladly be sitting in the back row.
A competition, you say?
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Almost like challenge?
Fuck.
A way to prove woven superiority?
What have we done?
Also, yes, that will be accepted. As you guys are led towards the festivities, the guard that's leading you around is you aren't exactly making the fastest pace because he's stopping to greet like multiple of the locals that you guys are passing and do a little bit of catch up before remembering that he has a job to do and continuing to lead you on. You are led into a more mercantile area where the festivities are definitely kicking up.
Just to put a note of something, she will be having Sycamore coming with her. The skeletons are back on the ship, and their standing orders are to guard the ship against any trespassers.
Yeah, makes sense. And, a lot of the merchants are going to be, yelling things, trying to get your attention. There's one that's offering, mystical potions, which will let you breathe underwater. There are others that are offering other things, such as, your standard stare of magical artifacts, trinkets, and even a couple people which, you believe may just be like snake oil salesmen, but they're definitely trying their pitches.
Man, those they got potions of drinking, guys. Those look delicious.
Yeah, Rose is actually going to entertain one of the snake oil salesmen just to see how good his pitch is, because she's curious.
Kemo, protect Temple from this, please.
Timber, are you okay?
Just remember, where he's from, lying is illegal. So if somebody tells him something...
Timber, all of these people are probably trying to lie and deceive, at least a little bit.
Don't tell Timber that. Please don't tell Timber that.
Okay.
Yeah, that means smite.
Oh, that means...
Yeah, so
okay, fine. I am not going to take peaceful meetings. I'm just going to find a sending scroll and tell the Inquisition mark this place for exterminatus.
Now, what Timber's going to hear is that Kemo is going to be... So, Timber, all these people are trying to line their pockets with money. They're very greedy people trying to line their pockets with money. But they are being truthful about their products, because if they were lying, they would be put to death. Right, Kemo?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Just like muffled nod. Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody's you just in the background you can still hear the cockaboo just as the cannon gear warrior is so fucking far away.
Just casually wiping her hand off. You know, you really could use a set of top lips. You ever thought about, you know, I could give you a face if you need one.
Okay. It really doesn't bother me.
Well, I mean, I don't have a face. Kemo doesn't have most of a face. Everyone else of you guys have a face. I don't know why you guys care about faces so much.
Technically, I don't have a complete face. For hair folk, the ears are half of your expressiveness, and I'm down half an ear, so I'm like I got 3/4 of an emote.
You speak with a lisp.
My body language has a lisp. Yes.
So, oh my god. So, Rosalia. Oh. I thought something was going on. I hold sounds.
It was just an influence.
I was gonna say.
Well, I was gonna say.
Timbo must be very jarring to Rosalia because his ears never fucking move, and he doesn't have a face because he's always wearing a mask. That's why she can't read Timbo.
Yeah, because you know, hair folk, they have the massive ears, and those show a lot of emotions. So.
Yeah, and Timbo's literally just a talking fucking quote unquote dummy.
Well, to be fair, she's not that good at reading the emotions of predators anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Also,
tends
that
to
won't be
interpret
expected.
all of them as, I'm hungry.
I mean, yeah.
It doesn't help that Timbo literally is always hungry.
Yeah, so what would you guys like to do?
Well, like I said, she's going to be entertaining one of the snake oil salesmen just to see how much he's committed to the bit.
All right. You have the option of 3 snake oil salesmen. Which one would you like to talk to? 1, 2, or 3?
What are each of them hawking?
Okay, so the first one is a potion seller. The other one has best way to put it is like imagine like little talismans, and then the third is offering a type of how to explain it, like a little monocle. That's it. He's offering like different types of monocles.
Monocles are catching my interest because that seems odd.
True. I don't know
'Cause,
why I
you
couldn't
know,
think of the word
talismans-
monocle for a while.
Because talismans, that's just a good luck charm. People sell those all the time. Potions, yeah, well, you know, do nothing medicine has been around since ever. But monocles, this guy might have a unique bit.
All right.
Especially
In that
if
case,
it's a jeweler's eye.
let's go ahead and get started on his bit then. He has no less than 5 monocles currently like strung out and dangling, and are is giving off like a very experienced, very good snake oils pitch. If it wasn't for the fact that what he was offering is like kind of obviously bullshit to you, then it probably would be seeming very legitimate. Yes, you there, you! How would you like to see emotions? Be able to detect even the smallest bit of value in an object? Would you like to become the best appraiser your friends have ever seen? I can offer all of that and more with my magnificent monocles. You there, what would you like? And at that point, he's like motioning towards Rose.
Don't suppose you'd have a monocle that can detect murderous intent? I tend to run into that a lot.
A more discerning customer. Yes, I do in fact have one that is able to determine more of the murderous intent. I would even offer to allow you to try it.
Oh no, I know what I'm going to do, but I shouldn't do it. But I have to do it. But I shouldn't do it.
Do it.
So she's right next to the guy, right?
Absolutely.
She's going to put on the monocle and turn on her fear aura.
All right. Well, he hasn't like actually offered it to you yet. He's wanting to see if you would be interested in it.
Oh, I'd definitely be willing to.
That's frightening, not.
I'd definitely be willing to test fit it.
Now, normal sight will mess with the magics. What you need to do is when you put it on, or put it up to your face at least, you need to close the other eye to make sure that there's no interference.
All right, yeah, she's going to do that.
All right, and at that point, he's going to carefully hand over the monocle. And by the way, while all of this has been going on, he's had one hand in his pocket this whole time.
Mm-hmm. It is worth noting that she keeps her money in the locking pouch.
Yep, all right.
And if anybody reaches into her backpack, Thorn will bite them and clamp down.
Yes, now don't put it too close. It could be dangerous to put it directly against your face. Make sure that there's still a little bit of a gap, like how you would normally wear a monocle.
But yeah, she will be turning on the fear aura when she test fits it.
All right, let's see. All right. And what was the DC on that fear aura?
20.
All right. And as you put it on, you see that there are multiple people around that are glowing with a very faint red aura.
Look at Timber.
Does the guy appear to be afraid?
No.
Ah, damn. See, if he suddenly seemed terrified, she's gonna be like, "Oh, sorry, had it backwards. Flip it around."
This is the murderous intent one, right?
Yes, it is.
You literally have a fucking base standard always wants to kill things standing right there.
Yeah, actually,
It's
yeah,
like
she's going to turn to look at both Kemo and Timber with it.
All right. As you point and make sure that it's like pointing and looking at specific things, are you waiting for like a few seconds for it to adjust, or is it just like flicking between the two?
A couple seconds.
All right. The longer that you hold it in, on either one of them, the more a very faint red glow will appear around them. It's not the cleanest image, but there is like red splotches that are like appearing around them.
Tibble's didn't break the freaking thing. It doesn't walk. He's woven. He's the embodiment of murderous intent.
It's interesting to say the least, but it doesn't have the resolution that I would require.
Ah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate.
There's a lot of people around that apparently want to kill me also.
Oh, see.
Well, it doesn't tell you if there's murderous intent towards you, just if they have it.
Looks at Moriarty. Moriarty is strangely glowing red.
Actually,
have
yeah.
murderous intent towards?
Actually, no. When he says that, he's like, "Oh, really?" He's going to point it towards the Martens.
It's like looking at a red
not
sun.
leave the ship.
Oh, Gar.
They're on the walls. It takes a couple seconds, but Gar has red show up around him.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has murderous intent towards something, like mosquitoes.
It's a very neat trick, but well, quite frankly, of the 4 people I just looked at, I know that for a fact that 2 of them simply lack murderous intent.
Well, it looks like you'd be. You have the looks of an adventuring group. You'd be a very poor adventuring group if you didn't have any murderous intent.
Oh, but see, that's the thing. They don't seek murder. They only seek to defend.
And how would they go about defending?
Well, they go about defending by killing, not murdering. There's a distinction.
Temple bites his tongue so fucking hard right now.
FYI, we have about 40 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna continue trying to like sales pitch you about as best as he can.
You have a very unique and very interesting pitch, but I know Tin when I see it, and she's actually going to. Damn it! Hold on a second. She's going to leave a couple silver pieces on his booth and say, "That's for giving me a good show." She will be, of course, returning the monocle.
He's gonna like good-naturedly like sweep up the silver and then go right back to his pitch.
She's already walking away.
Yep. By the way, the monocle itself was completely mundane. He was casting a spell on the lens to make red splotches like appear like directly in the way of things. So that's why.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
You give it to Temple, red splotches. What? I don't see nothing.
I'm still waiting for the day to come where Rose ends up catching a pickpocket red-handed because Pfeffenthorn bites them.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna happen eventually.
Temple's just like looking at the crowd, and he's like, this is the first place I've been where people either aren't cheering in absolute thankfulness or screaming in absolute terror.
Time to crusade!
Well, Timber, Here, you're just another guy in the crowd.
Although it is a lot easier to tell who's a local and who's a merchant, considering the fact that like the merchants are kind of looking at you with wariness, and then the normal townsfolk are just like, "Oh, that's cool." Anyways, what were you saying that Delilah did?
Other than the fact that it's just a big thing with a group of adventurers.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hey, another adventuring group. That one looks cool.
That one looks big. That one looks scary. That one looks
fluffy.
Yeah. He's a fluffy boy with a big battle axe. And he's wearing bunny ears, but whatever. So if they're talking about stuff under lakes, you think maybe something that'll make us breathe underwater would be handy?
Well,
I mean,
there's
I know I can hold my breath for a long time, but
we did pass a booth that was selling water breathing potions. Probably specifically because of the upcoming water festivities.
that might be handy.
Now, are they actual water breathing potions, or are they like the monocle?
Oh. Well, I feel like if he was selling fake water breathing potions, people would notice very quickly.
That's assuming this place.
They'd only notice after they drank the potion and then tried to
breathe underwater, instantly drown.
Yeah,
It's not instantly drown. There's like a moment where you're like, oh.
Yeah, considering the large number of eyes that would be on the event, that would just be a very dumb thing to sell a fake version of.
Yeah.
But I'm content being on the shore. Fair folk don't belong in the water anyways. I know, ironic considering that we travel on a ship.
No, what you do is you just throw Timbo down, give him the potion, he'll sink to the bottom. If it's there, you know, we find it. If not, activates his boots, comes right back to the top and walks back.
Oh my god, yeah. The timber diving bell.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time somebody tied a chain to Timbo and tell them to walk to the bottom of the water.
Or just have me swim.
Yeah, go off and swims.
Garpedo.
I've walked this path before. Timber size.
He just goes full dolphin.
So, did you see anything you liked?
How much for the water breathing potion?
Oh, 50 gold. 50 gold apiece.
Timbo will nudge Gaul and be like, "You help me count that."
Yeah, I can help you count that.
Each of these will let you breathe water for an hour.
Let's see how much gold I got. I'll buy 4.
All right, that'll be 200 gold.
Knock down 200. One hour water breathing potion.
Yep, a 1 hour apiece.
I'm gonna step away for a second. I'm not feeling super good, and I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is that first influence Taldarius?
Yep.
All right.
Well, you know, if they don't walk, Timber can instantly surface.
That is true.
Who said anything about them not working?
Oh no, they will work.
I'm just saying if they don't.
Yeah, you're. By the way, you're just so that you are aware, your tour guard is there still.
Yeah. All right. Well,
That's just a
Tour
fun word.
guard, not tour guide.
Yeah, it's a
he's a
fun
guard.
word.
Hmm. Fair
Yes, the terror guard. Showing us the abominations.
Yeah.
enough. How abominable.
Real.
Abominable.
I mean, they already made me count higher than 8.
But yeah, so all of you are led to a rather large pavilion. It has a bunch of really neat stripes. Specifically, it's 2 colors, and Timber, you can actually see it because it's a blue and yellow striped tent.
Yay! Wait, blue and yellow. Crap, it is Walmart.
Timber can see these colors. Oh.
Oh no, it's colors of the dress.
That's eye-catching. What's this place?
So here is the main part of the festival. This is where you can get a lot of the food, drink. There's going to be a bunch of people inside, and it's also where you get to sign up for the competition. Because you all look like adventurers, I thought that'd be a good place to start you off.
Don't see
Timber
why
looks
not.
at the group and looks at the tent, then looks at the group, and does that thing where he kind of like bends over a little bit, like clenches his fists and kind of wags his tail a bit. It's a challenge.
Well,
But
I
first,
guess
we
I'll
also need to find the guy.
I guess I'll join along with Timber, just in case he goes out and gets himself hurt.
Timber?
All right.
Hurt?
You never can tell with these types of things.
I suppose.
Come on, Moriarty, it'll be fun.
Fair enough.
They also said they had food there.
Yeah. Food,
I'm,
drink, swimming. Not so
I
big
do
on the
like
swimming,
some good
but
booze.
I kind of want to, like, surprise one of the twins with some food, but I don't know what food to get them.
I'm sure any food would be good
mean-
for them.
I mean, you already hit the jackpot once. It's just that you kind of destroyed that goodwill shortly after. But you do know what to get them.
Okay? I will find them an egg, but bigger. And put it in something that I can take to them without destroying it. They're so fragile.
You mean like an egg curtain?
What the fuck's an egg carton?
So it's like a box, but for eggs.
Oh. I don't know. I don't eat eggs. Everything I eat's armor plated.
the sad thing is he's telling the truth. It's all in canned rations. That's tin, so it's armored.
Sturdy enough to survive getting to the wolven and into his mouth.
You guys are super lucky. Our mayor's actually the one taking in the applicants today.
What's a mail?
The local commanding officer.
Oh, okay.
I am
I
just
guess
waiting
I'll,
for things to go horribly, horribly wrong.
Timber will go march up to their commanding officer.
All right, you are greeted with a bit of a pudgy-looking man who has on some rather nice clothes that are, well, it looks rather warm and comfortable. And he's going to greet you with a smile.
Yeah, Timber marches up trying to imagine what their fucking commanding officer looks like and just sees this fat guy in comfortable clothes and just looks so disappointed. Hello, I heard there was a challenge being issued. I would like to join this
Oh, you mean our competition?
competition? Yeah, that.
Yes, okay. Well, here are the rules for the competition. There is one lake out of our... We have a few thousand lakes. Last I heard it was 2,534. Something around that number. It's been a while since we had a lake census.
Timber
But,
pulls out his notepad and starts drawing pictures.
but
Go on.
at the bottom of one of the lakes this year, there will be a portal at the bottom, and it will be a red portal. I've heard it described as vermilion. Quite the fancy word, if I don't say so myself.
Oh no!
And on the other side of it, you will get a reward. And then if you come back and are able to prove that you managed to find, you get a reward from here too. So you actually get 2 rewards for winning. And then of course you win, which is a reward in and of itself.
For some reason, Timber picks out the vermilion crayon and draws a little lake at the bottom. He doesn't know it. He just somehow grabs that one.
Moriarty going, oh no, is that in character?
No, it's not. But I've realized something terribly horrible about our whole plan.
Timber's colorblind.
Yeah. He
Yes,
needs to
there's
find a
going to
red portal.
I just
No,
need to find
I
a
just
portal.
looked up vermilion, and I realized the problem now.
Yes.
It's just a
And-
great portal, guys. Jeez.
And he's going to give Timber a jolly little smile and go, now, there may be other applicants, but in the spirit of sportsmanship, it's best if you don't go around trying to eliminate the competition. Let's have a nice, clean, fun competition.
Understandable.
After all, you don't even have to be the first there. You just have to prove that you made it.
There is 100% some kind of eldritch entity living on the other side of this portal, and this is how they feed it every year.
Yep.
Hey,
Here's
Taldarius.
the reward. Goodbye.
Taldarius. Are there
Yes?
any kingfishers on this island?
You mean... Okay,
The
what do you mean
bird.
by that?
The type of bird,
Oh.
the kingfisher.
Oh, yeah, no.
What's a kingfish?
Seagulls.
Yeah, seagulls. No, you haven't seen any seagulls here.
Oh, damn. Need a type of seabird that can dive, and then she just needs to meditate. Send them off towards the different lakes to dive to the bottom of each one.
Now,
Excuse me,
just
Paul.
because it. Oh, yes.
Oh, I thought you were done.
Oh no, he was going to say, now, in case, because it doesn't look like you're locals, first of all, welcome to our island. We're very glad to have you. But second of all, there are also a few cave systems that have their own lakes, and occasionally, one of those lakes will be the chosen lake of the year.
Okay.
So if you can't find them above ground, try looking below.
Understandable. Tibble starts drawing.
Now, do you have any other questions?
Great fun! Right?
Yeah, how much time is this competition?
You have until tomorrow. The sunrise tomorrow, to be exact.
Tim starts drawing the sun. To Temple, it makes perfect fucking sense, but to everyone else, it just looks like a fucking weird ass doodle with different fucking pictures and random corners of the paper. And then he goes, I do have one question. Do you sell eggs here? I preferably want 2 very large eggs.
Eggs, you say? Well, we do have a couple of chickens.
Um,
I'm sure that we could get you a couple of eggs.
as an aside, while they're having this conversation, Rose is going to send Sycamore off to get the 2 largest fish that he can find in the market. At however much that would cost.
Cool. Also,
Fresh
that
fish.
influence will be accepted. But why would you want 2 eggs? If you don't mind me asking, it's just a bit of an odd request. Haven't heard that one before.
I have made a grave mistake. To pay the toll of forgiveness, I am searching for egg. Preferably bigger ones than just regular egg.
I must use the egg to atone for my sins.
Imagine going up to like a fucking like mayor that's welcomed you to their town, and you're like, I have committed grave sins. I must acquire egg.
As you're just giant paladin in fucking black armor.
Yeah, just like, you know. And he's going to go, I don't know if it's that serious, but like I said, I'm sure we could get a couple of eggs for you.
The bigger the better. If not more than 2. Quite possibly 8.
Hey, okay. Janice, could you take a run over to Tommy's farm and get a basket of eggs for me, please? Thank you. Don't worry, she'll be right back. While we're waiting on that, looks like you've got a little bit of a line forming behind you. Would you mind, we can continue our conversation, no problem. Just, you know, you're kind of blocking the table.
Understandable. I will stop laying siege to your table. You have my most gratitude of allowing me to participate in your challenge and obtaining 8 eggs. Tibble will nod his head, give a salute with a pounding thud, and march away, unblocking the table from the imperial line of Timble's ginormous butt.
None shall
Uh,
see me.
Rose will
Though my battle cry may give me away.
Rose will give a respectful nod and follow behind him, waiting for Sycamore to get back. Hopefully, with something of some sort of sizable fish, like salmon or a swordfish or something like that, or a tuna.
Yeah, it was actually going to be a pair of swordfish.
Perfect. He's going to. Let's. Swordfish has 1 hit dice, right?
Yeah.
That's 8, 7, 6.
Whoa!
Actually,
That's
no.
a funky looking
4.
What's that?
This is our ticket to quickly sweeping through those lakes. She's going to raise both of them as fast zombies and then slip them both into Svethunthorn.
All right.
Tibble never saw a swordfish before, but for some reason, Tibble doesn't understand, but I think this is my favorite fish. I can't put a point on why I like it so much, but
Oh no, I just realized something. Swordfish are extremely fast, and I'm raising them as fast zombies.
yeah.
So yeah, they'll be able to sweep the lake very quickly.
They're swordfish, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Now we just need to find a shieldfish.
Or a sword and shieldfish.
I think that's called a turtle.
Oh. Tibble starts adding this to his notes.
And Rose, you know the different types of gods. What type of god would be Crimson?
I don't know, vampire?
That would have this type of quest for people.
Okay, you're sounding a lot like a wizard right now. Just, be straightforward with it.
Sounds like something from Lamashtu's teachings.
Oh, lovely.
It's okay, guys. Tibble, like he pops, he puts his paws together and stretches them out, like he's popping his knuckles. It's like, I got this. Let's see what the state says about this gray stuff. Dungeon Master?
Yes.
Can
Storyteller.
I roll a religion check? Oh, sorry. Master of the stories.
You throw people
Storyteller.
into these holes.
Tibble wishes to ask for guidance of what the Kaiser thinks of this whole situation.
All right. Go ahead and roll me that knowledge religion check then.
Lamashtu's edict is bring power to the outcast and the downtrodden, indoctrinate children into Lamashtu's teachings, make the world a beautiful monstrous, and revel in the corruption and flaws of all things.
By the way, your prayer of guidance is telling you that it's more of like an ambivalent, they're heretics anyway, than anything else. It's no stronger or weaker than you've gotten in any other particular location.
Tibble's gonna smile and goes, ah, yes. I know now. I know what this is. And like the camera pans into Tibble's face, all serious, and he opens his eyes and he goes, "It's obviously heresy."
So, when are we allowed to begin? When are we allowed to begin searching the lakes?
Oh, you can begin at any time that you want.
Oh, well, in that case, she's I guess you could say pre-programming a routine that Svethunthorn will fly to the nearest lake, land on the surface of the water, deploy the two swordfish, who will each do a circuit of the lake, and then return to Svethunthorn, who will then fly onto the next lake. And she will be remote monitoring them the whole time. They will return if they encounter a vermilion portal.
All right. This is a rather big island. They have like thousands of lakes, so.
Yeah,
are
but
you going to be staying within monitoring range, or are you just gonna like wait for them to come back?
So her remote control range is limited, but her monitoring range is infinite.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, she can only control up to 100 feet plus her caster level, so 180 feet, for direct control. But to see through their senses, the range on that is infinite, but it has the trade-off that she can't use her own relevant sense. So if she's going with their touch, she can't use her own touch. If she's going with their vision, she can't use her own vision.
Oh, okay.
Well, while you guys do that, I want to get those eggs.
So yeah, Rose, for the time being, is blind and relying on Moriarty to guide her around because she is watching through the eyes of the 3 minions she sent off as they're beginning their sweep of the island.
I'm going to conscript more help, possibly. But first, I have a grave mistake I must undo.
All right. And after a little while, Janice will come back with an egg basket. It has at least eggs in it.
How much for this?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Suspicions that this is some kind of horrible place rising?
Yeah.
Temple takes the eggs and gives them 8 coins anyways. They're gold coins. Temple doesn't care. Fair trade.
But yeah, so now you have a actually like surprisingly sturdy in your paws, like an egg wicker basket that has like a handle you're able to hold on to.
Temple holds it close and secures the package and begins to march back. He is a man on a mission.
Let me know if you need anything else during your stay.
Temple stops and goes, "You have given me something that quite possibly I'm looking for. A little bit of forgiveness." And Temple marches off.
Moriarty, what did she give him?
Basket of eggs.
Oh, okay.
That he gave her 8 golden coins for.
Yeah, well, Rose can't see that, and she never asked to Moriarty, so unless he goes out of his way to point it out.
This is why you can't approve Wolven for infinite personal credit.
But yeah,
Like if you ever look at Temple's propaganda posters, one of them literally says, "Do not approve Wolven for infinite personal credit." He just can't read it. He just puts it up because, that's one of the propaganda posters, so put it up. Alright, Temple returns back to the boat.
all right.
Complete blank. You hear, buddies?
There's some scrambling in the wall that seems to get a little further away.
I have come to atone. I come bearing gifts. I promise I won't shoot it.
One head pops out of a hole in the ceiling, the other out of a hole in the floor.
Temple will take a knee and present to them his offering. Please forgive me for my transgressions.
They look over at each other. Then the baskets lift up and float over to them. There were 2 baskets, right? Or just one?
There was one, but it was like
one big basket, yeah.
There was one big basket full of egg.
Then both heads disappear and pop out of the same hole, a different one altogether, and it floats over to them. And they look to be inspecting it.
It is filled with many egg. And the basket is big enough that if it did not hold egg, it could in fact hold Marten.
Okay, increased, okay, positive, positive. They look at Timber before re-enabling the collective. Just please don't do that again. But you're forgiven.
A single tear comes down Temple's eye. And the other woven too. Today. Remember this day.
An easy sacrifice. They come out of the holes, run down the hall. They are noticeably missing their little cloaks. They run down towards their room, put the basket in there, and come back wearing the cloaks now, before climbing up onto Timber's shoulders.
So apparently, there has been a challenge issued. And Timber will explain the competition to them, along with this awesome drawing. In colors that typically Timber can't see, but for some reason they're the right colors.
Oh, I almost forgot. How much did the 2 swordfish cost?
They were on the cheap because it seems like there's a fire sale of fish right now. Notably because in like basically all of the lakes right now, like fishing is banned because people are going to be swimming in it.
Yeah, I don't want to run into any hooks. Makes sense.
So there's a big fire sale of fish going on. So it only took 1.4 gold, so 1 gold, 4 silver.
All right.
Twins, I'm gonna need your help. We're looking for some sort of portal. Tibble points to the picture. If we can find it, apparently we win. It's a
What do
challenge
we
has been
win?
issued. Some sort of gift and some sort of prize. It's supposed to be really big.
Suspicion rising.
Though, if we are the champions, well, glory to the Imperium. We might actually be able to use such bragging rights to gain favor in this town. We got till tomorrow. You don't have to help us if you don't wish to, but I'm going to start walking to the bottom of these lakes.
We will help.
All right, let's go. Temple addresses Wolven. Good job keeping the boat safe. In the brief moment, I shall return. Temple gives him a staunch salute and marches off.
All right. As you march off, you hear a trio of salutes. And as you are going through the town, an out-of-breath runner reaches you, Timber, and hands over a pile of money. 100 gold to be exact, although you can't exactly count that.
What the hell?
Okay, found you. Sorry, it was only there was discount 2 for 50. Oh, I need to work out more. And the runner's like bent over, like clutching his knees.
2 for 50 what?
The twins are just going to read his surface thoughts. It was on
His
the
surface.
potions.
Yeah, his surface thoughts were immediately dominated by, holy shit, I'm so fucking exhausted, I hate running. And then after that, it was actually what he was there about.
I guess that. Blank's gonna hop onto his shoulders, and I think it's invigorate, whichever ability refreshes people.
Alright.
They can be nice.
The
Yeah.
magical Red Bull.
The guy's gonna straighten back up and like blink a little bit, and then thank whichever twin jumped onto his shoulder because he can't tell, and give him a little pat on the head.
Now relinquish your soul.
And spraying with water bottle.
Tib was just gonna pick up the little Marten and go, "Oh, silly guy." And just quickly goes, "The Kaiserun will get it soon enough," and just march off.
All right. The runner was just kind of like standing there, confused more than anything else.
Yeah, 2 little weird talking things and a giant guy.
Yep.
I mean, the relinquish your soul thing was not in character, for the record, just to make sure it's clear. But
Lame.
it wouldn't fit their character.
All right, so let's start checking these. Start checking. You can sense like magic stuff, right? Maybe you can boop magic, detect it, or at least look into the water, see if there's anything funky. You're a lot faster than me.
We can try. But we can't go underwater, yeah.
Or you could just like drop me in. I'll sink to the bottom. If I don't see anything, pull me back up.
That would work too.
Hey, and if something tries to wrestle with me, I'll just drink one of these potions and then I'll scuffle with it. Well, I guess we get to finally toss Temple overboard.
Meanwhile, Rose already running her own search pattern.
Yeah.
And the glorious thing is, I don't really need to do anything but sit and watch a camera feed. The system's automated.
Well, yeah, but it ain't like you can do anything else while you're doing it.
I mean, yeah.
You can hug Moriarty's hand tightly.
Yeah, I'm snuggled up against Moriarty the whole time.
Maybe I'm playing like a little bit of music to keep you entertained.
There you go. Play something thrilling and intense. So it's kind of like the whole Ride of the Valkyries while the vehicle's in the air kind of thing.
And then the unceremoniously tossing Temple into a lake.
Yep.
Sploosh!
By the way, is Timber going to be that search party's entering Lake member.
I volunteer for it, yes. Because it's also kind of funny.
The twins don't need to breathe, and they have a swim speed. And really good perception. Not to mention Arcana.
Yeah. Right on Tibble's shoulders on the way down.
He's just their anchor to get to the bottom faster.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Drop Temple, hang on.
Oh my god, actually, given Stephen Thorne's heavy lift capability. Oh no, never mind, the Martens can do heavy lift too. I was about to say, once we find the lake, can just have the Marten twins fly out there, Stephen Thorne be there as well, so that whatever it is that's on the other side of the portal, they just hook him up to it and have him fly it back. It's a full-on military operation.
I just like the fact that they're using Tibble as a freaking anchor to go down faster.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm not gonna there's like over 2,000 lakes. I'm not gonna ask you to roll over 2,000 perception checks. So instead, let's just roll some generalized perception checks to see how we're doing today.
Sorry about that. I was away from the keyboard. I am back now. Do.
So, I got both extremes.
Considering this is a new day versus when I last used it, can I use luck again?
If you want.
Hey, can I use the reroll for that one? Partially because it's already been...
reroll.
I guess I'll go with the 19.
Howdy.
Guys, can I?
I don't have any objections. It's better than having a crit fail.
Yeah.
Okay.
We better use it.
Plus, I can do my funny hee hee ha ha. Oh look, water's wet.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Also, did we get the weather warning card thing?
Yeah, it would be starting to rain. It's not going to be like a full-on storm, but it is raining.
Okay.
Which will continue on into next session, but it is raining.
Hey, twins, want me to hold the lantern for you?
They also have dark vision.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure a lantern or revealing will be very handy.
Does that work underwater?
I don't know if it does or not.
I mean, it's magic.
Yeah, but I believe we still have to light it. So, storyteller call on that.
I'm pulling up nope, you still need to have oil for it, so you do have to light it.
Okay, so it won't work underwater.
Yep.
You
it
can
says
angle it
burns
over
for
the
6
water.
hours on 1 pint of oil, which means that it does in fact burn fuel.
Okay. There's an idea. If only we still had that magical candle that walks underwater. But I ate it a long time ago.
To suck eggs.
The meme was worth it.
Hello, Woe.
So when the twins and Temple are going in the water, it's just that Super Mario 64 metal cap music.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure. I will accept that. Well, okay. At one point during this entire adventure, Rose, you could swear that through one of your swordfish's eyes, you saw a timber submarine with both twins on him. But it's really hard to tell because it's very dark deep underwater.
At this point, she's just gotten used to sights like that.
But yes, you search high and you search low, obviously, very low. But Rose, you cannot, it just seems like you can't find any of the, you can't find a portal. However, specifically, even though Timber is as blind as could possibly be, his notes do help. Because after exhausting a lot of the above ground lakes, you do end up finding the portal inside of a cove that is kind of hidden from view, and it's at the bottom of the cove. Specifically on the north side of the island. And you're on like the east side, so you just gotta skirt around the edge of the edge of the island.
I guess Tib will consume one of the potions.
All right.
Uh-oh.
As you drink one of the potions, you find yourself turning into a fish. Your favorite kind of fish, the newly discovered swordfish. Thankfully, although you can't quite tell this, your coloration as a fish does match your gear, fur, and all other sorts of things. Not to mention that your senses feel remarkably sharp. You feel like you can actually hear things.
Man, I feel so agile.
You can swim
Timber?
very fast.
Yes?
Why are you a fish?
What do you mean?
Timber?
Timber tries to look at his hands.
That's what they were just about to suggest.
Unfortunately, you are a fish.
Temple. I don't know if Temple can blink, but he blinks.
On the plus side, you are breathing underwater.
Well, fuck it, we ball.
See, I was right. I was right to be suspicious as fuck. This is just the crabs all over again.
Hey, he actually did sell you a potion that does do what it's advertised. It just doesn't only do that.
Yeah, whatever. Temple swims. He just darts for the freaking portal. Victory favors the bold. Zoom.
Oh, not go. So the twins aren't reporting back that they found the portal?
Oh, right. Are they within a mile of others?
It's a big island, so no.
Okay. For the record, as they're going along, they are putting out feelings for their family. They don't know if they'll find any here, but they're still putting out those feelers.
All right, I will make note of that. You do not currently sense them.
One of these days. Temple door fishing. Oh gosh. Temple door swordfish. Upon glorious flipping stand.
I love it.
Timber der fishmonger.
I'm a messelfish!
It'll messer you up. All right. Sorry, that's just my favorite German joke.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna get out of the water, leaving the swordfish there, and go grow wings and try to find others flying around to report.
Now here's a question. Would they end up crossing paths with Svefnthorn along the way? He's a very big bird, so...
They would find Svefnthorn flying.
Can Timbo approach the portal?
You may.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do a detect chaos on it as a fish.
Alright, your stuff would still work.
Yeah.
So,
Glub! So
it is not chaotic.
Timbo, like, pokes it with his sword nose.
Alright. You feel a slight tingle as the nose enters the portal, but you're able to retract it very easily.
Fuck it, we ball. Timbo goes in.
Alright. And as that happens, let's cut over to the twins finding Svefnthorn.
We found it! It's over here! And they just kind of send an aerial view from their current position back to it, with a dotted line on it.
Unfortunately, Rose can only receive, not transmit right now. Svefnthorn's out of control range and on a programmed path unless the Martens give it a command.
Go tell Rose!
Follow me.
Alright,
Moriarty
fly
will
off.
give... Oh, wait. You could just transmit to Moriarty.
Well, actually, as soon as they say that, Rose was gonna... Oh, the twins and Timber found it. We have our
Gotcha.
heading.
Okay, so how do we want to get there?
I mean, no reason we can't walk.
And alert everybody else
Piggyback
where
on
it is?
Gaul. Piggyback on Gaul, he's fast.
Yeah. Where's Kemo?
I'm just gonna roll that Kemo was following you guys along. Kerr had to step away because of his stomach, but you know.
Alright, Kemo and I can fly. Moriarty, you can ride Gar.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think me and Gar have a close enough relationship for that yet.
She's going to flick his nose.
Somewhere on the ship, Brutus is like, man, I have a feeling somebody told me to shoot somebody, but...
Did I
It
forget to
sounded
shoot
strangely
someone?
like blubs.
Yeah. You know, Ulf, sometimes I just get this weird feeling that I swear I can still hear Jagor say, Brutus, shoot this man. And I don't know who the man is, but... The drill sergeants keep me awake at night.
So if we're running, we're running.
Alright.
Yeah,
Then
and as soon as Svefnthorn gets back, she will be putting him on and flying towards the location.
Then let's see what the timberfish finds on the other end of the portal.
I'm totally helpless.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me a fort save real quick.
Fort save, okay.
Fort save. You would still obviously get your class benefit things.
There's air on the other side, isn't there?
To err is human. Good thing timber is
Wunderbar.
timber.
He's never been human in his life.
All right. It is quite the shock to you as you go through, but as you enter the portal, it seems like you are, at least for now, restored to your original state. And all around you, what you see is a very strange sight. You can look. It feels like you're looking up, but you're looking down at a portal that leads straight back through into the dark blue of the lake that you had dived down into. However, below you, which feels like above, is a sky which looks like any other sky, but is imparting a deep sense of comfort to you. Which has you feeling very strange, because you know you shouldn't be feeling that right now.
I am uncomfortable with how comfortable I am right now.
Yes, it feels like the very place is telling you to rest and relax.
This is very confusing to the
Alarm
woman.
bells raising high.
This is heresy.
Is Temple
Or
like
is it?
standing on something?
Yes,
Oh
you're
my
standing
God.
on the ground while hanging upside down.
Oh my god. Since Rose currently has those swordfish at her disposal, she would be sending one of them in as a canary in the mine shaft. I swear if it turns into a human when it comes out the other side.
Timble's gonna smite the shit out of it.
No, it just comes
No.
out a normal swordfish.
Yeah,
But if it comes out a human the other side, Rose would be like, okay, I guess we're destroying this town now.
No, but notably,
Oh,
it
yeah.
comes out a normal swordfish.
Oh.
As in dead.
No, as in alive.
Yeah.
As in, not dead.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh.
Timble just
Which
sees
means
a
it
fucking
goes through the
swordfish,
portal and Rose loses connection.
loses connection, and is flopping around.
When that happens, we'll deal with it when it happens. So until then.
Wait. Does Timber still have his curse?
Oh.
His chest.
Does Timble feel it?
It feels like your chest infection, to put it bluntly, is still there, but it's just not bothering you very much. Normally, it has lancing, aching pain constantly, but right now, it just kind of feels like it's there.
Timble slowly withdraws his sword. Hello? Anyone here?
Are you like turning around and looking around?
Yeah, Timble's like, calling out, seeing if anyone can hear him.
All right. As you're turning around, at one point, a mountain comes into view. A very familiar mountain to you. It's the mountain that you were trained on.
Timble begins approaching. Like, usually Timble's marching around, but now he's like actually doing a jog.
And
What
the
else
mountain
is
begins
surrounding
to
us?
tower above you. It's not quite as tall as you remember, but then again, you were smaller back then.
Before Timble runs off, he's gonna drag his, his boot and like draw an arrow.
Very smart.
And
Whoops.
then he's gonna
Smart.
Draw-
Timber?
he's gonna drop
We went over
an
the
empty
6-hour
fucking-
mark.
Uh-oh.
no.
Well, here's hoping it
well,
doesn't get copyright claimed.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. You want me to stop or?
No,
we're
might
over
as
it
well
now,
carry
so-
on. Yeah. I can,
Okay,
at least nowadays, I am capable of doing video editing, so I can at least split it up if need be, but yeah.
Yeah, Timber's gonna take his empty can of. He's gonna put a full can, yeah, of his Imperial ration down there, so they know it's him.
All
And
right.
then he's gonna start bolting off in that direction.
All right. As you're running, about then would probably be when the fully alive swordfish comes through.
Does Timber see this?
No.
No. Poor thing's just flopping in there in the on the fucking snow or whatever.
The now formerly alive swordfish.
So, slight problem.
I'm alive! I can't breathe!
I just lost complete contact with the fish. Like, not that I couldn't command it, I lost all contact entirely.
Ah.
For the record,
so you think Timber's in trouble?
After delivering their message, they would have flown back. The twins would have gone back to Timber. And
Alright.
not seeing him, probably gone through the portal.
Ah, okay. In that case, as you go through the portal, you are greeted to an upside-down world where the sky below you is the most beautiful vermilion red you've ever seen. And the landscape is beautiful. There's grass on the ground. And in the distance, you see a rather large mountain. And as you look around a little bit more, you see
I see.
He
Come on,
just
this
sorted
is
a
like
little bit
the-
there, I think is
This is the worst part for your computer to fail. Like, come on.
Oh, did it really do that? Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. Let's fucking go. All right.
Yeah, you said as you look up, you see, and then it just dropped.
No, I had the most beautiful description going. Okay. All right. As
Damn,
you look
Steve.
up, you
Oh my god, really? You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I'm fucking dying.
Don't worry, you see.
Oh.
If you guys need proof of Steve, here's your fucking proof. I know he does this shit to me on purpose.
Clip that, please, somebody.
Come on, Steve. We're just trying to have a nice little game.
So as we look up, as they look up,
So, as they look up, you see the most beautiful vermilion red sunset sky you've ever seen. The strange part is that you look down to look up, and you look up to look down. It feels like everything is upside down, but it's just so comfortable here. And in the distance, across a nice, beautiful blue shimmering lake, you see a very familiar looking island. It's the island where you were born. Would you two like to roll me fort saves?
Wait.
Each of the twins.
Oh,
Did it cut out again, or?
No.
Alright.
This is their worst roll.
Oh,
All right.
it's a complete blank.
Yep. So
None
both of
shall
the
see
twins.
me. Though my battle cry may give me away.
All right, let's see what that is. It may be relevant.
It's Wostein. It's always relevant.
You say when I have a 5-month-old influence from Wostein just sitting there.
Ah, but see, you're just misunderstanding his wisdom. He can peer through time and knows exactly when he needs to deploy those.
All right. Yep, I will accept that. But yes, both complete and blank. You feel a deep sense of peace upon seeing the island.
Do they sense timber?
They would, yes. He's over by the mountain.
Timber?
Yes? What?
Stop!
Okay, fine. Tibble tries to screech into a halt. What's going on, little buddy? See, I think I see Glorious Borkestan over there.
It's
I
wait,
left
what?
a
It's called
cannon and
Glorious
arrow.
Borkenstan?
Glorious Borkenborg Wolfenstein, yeah. Glorious Borkestan.
Yeah, he's Timber der Jägermeister von Glorious Borkenberg Wolfstein.
Yeah, but the mountain's called Borkestan.
Borkenstan, okay.
Also, I'm upset that once I actually deconstructed that name, I was able to immediately commit it to memory.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Borkestan was the fault that eventually became Glorious Borkenborg Wolfenstein, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like for the longest time I could never remember Timber's full name properly. It was just a jumble of words to me. But then when I deconstructed, it's like, oh yeah, the Jägermeister of Borkenberg Wolfstein. Like, oh yeah, now it all makes sense.
Gosh. I thought heretics were smart.
It's even better because there's a more complicated version, which is
Yeah.
most technically correct.
Yeah.
And because I happen to,
Yeah, he
you know,
can speak.
I'm able to speak German. So the full one is Jägermeister Timber von Borkenburg Wolfenstein, Beschützer der Kirche, Schwert der Kaiserin und Gottegehrt.
Do you need a lozenge? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
That's technically speaking his full title.
It sounded like you were having a coughing fit over there.
Please do not backtalk my glorious language.
All right. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, I drew an arrow and everything.
Timber?
Yeah?
We see our home.
Didn't it get exploded?
Yeah.
Tibble starts running back to, you just see Tibble in the distance rapidly approaching as he's running back with it, basically just like
Red
Alpha
flag.
running.
Red flag, massive red flag.
Like that officer dude from Cloud with a chance of meatballs. That's just how Wolven won. Temple comes back. He picks up his can, kisses it, and puts it back into his bag. Well, I know how much your island means to you. And glorious Balkenborg Wolfenstein still stands, so let's go to yours. Temple will then do the terrible thing of put his paws on his chest and goes, "Well, glorious Balkenborg Wolfenstein always stands. Nothing bad will ever happen to it."
Of course.
Nothing
Temple-
bad ever happened to the Wolfensteins.
Ah, yes.
Well,
And then
if it-
suddenly, swordfish.
am I a fucking swordfish now?
No, the swordfish came through. So we did a little bit of a timey-wimey retcon.
Yeah. Temple looks at the fish. And he goes, huh.
Nuclear launch detected.
Temple picks up the fish, throws it back. Save yourself!
Does he actually do
And
that?
that's why, yeah, and that's why
Oh, that's so
Wolven
nice.
are the best, because they sacrifice themselves.
Wait, if is he actually throwing the fish back?
Yeah.
That's like actually like really nice of him, and weirdly nice of him. Hold on, what have you done with Timber?
Wait,
Rose,
actually,
as it goes back through the portal, your undead swordfish is back under your control.
Hey, Moriarty,
Wow.
remember, Temple has the negative, according to the Wolven. He cares too much as a flaw.
Aw.
so weird thing happened. The fish just came back. It's perfectly fine. Well, I mean, as fine as an undead fish can be. But I wasn't able to perceive anything on the other side of that portal through it. It
Temple
might be a
chucks his
different.
can. Temple chucks his can out.
It might be a different plane, different dimension, or something. Because I don't think my remote observation. Oh, there's now a canteen in the water.
Not just any can. Imperial grade chow with the logo emblazed on it. And its explanation.
There's an Imperial ration floating in the water now.
I'm still not sure if we should be worried about Timber or not, but the best we can do is just try to get there.
He would never part with that without a good reason. Whether that reason is that he's dead or he's signaling us remains to be seen. Screw it. And she's going in the water. And fun thing regarding Svefenthorn is that wings make good fins too. I got a zoomy pack.
For some reason, that just doesn't feel right to me.
What, using wings for a speed boost underwater?
Temple goes back to his malking and like drags his feet over it to undo it and draws an arrow pointing towards the island.
Of course, this does beg the question of what's going to happen when she goes through that portal.
Yeah.
Because Svefenthorn.
So, important things to note for like wings underwater. Small wings, yes. Big flowing wings like Svefenthorn kind of half has. That no.
Too much drag?
Too much drag, yeah. Too much friction.
Okay.
In general. But like short stubby
Temple.
ones like penguins, for example. they can't fly normally, but they do have wings, and they're perfect for underwater. Underwater flyers tend to be kind of poor at flying properly. Most can still do it, though.
Well, still faster than she can swim. She has hooves for feet. She's not exactly fast underwater.
Yeah, true.
They can probably catch up to us. So Timble's gonna reach into his bag, pull out a cannonball, and put it on the arrow so they know it's him, and starts running towards our island with the twins.
All right. You are en route to island. Let's go.
Making as many footsteps as he can, because he's big and heavy.
Making my way downtown, moving fast.
Making my way to the island somehow through the water. If I could fall into a lake, I see mountain and a freaking island.
All right. As for the twins, the closer you get to the island, the more at home you feel. It's giving you the same sort of feeling that you get every time that you would think back to, like, the happier times on the island. More like when you're reminiscing over the good things that happen.
Timble is like maximum effort, sporting himself to death to get there.
And at this point, you reach the water. It's not a long distance separating the island from everything else, but it is a fair, it's a fair amount of water.
So yeah, Timble, yeah, he's running, goes into the water, and then he pops up to the top as his boots activate, and he keeps running.
It is very disconcerting running upside down with gravity pulling you up still.
You know what? Nothing ever makes sense to Timble. This is just a new magical adventure. I'm used to not knowing what I'm doing and still doing it. Imperial training has readied me for this by not educating me in how things are supposed to be. Thus, I don't question it. I just do.
He'd be great to have around the mages because he would never give them paradox.
He definitely would strangle you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being heretics!
Stop being nerds!
I don't understand. I keep strangling them, yet they're still heretics. What am I doing wrong?
Especially Warren.
So, as everyone else shows up?
Yep. Everyone else can start showing up.
And we are wandering to the island, or?
Yep.
Yeah.
At least that's where Timber was taken, yeah.
They are getting very, very concerned.
You're getting concerned, but it also it feels very, what's the word for it? Comforting at the same time.
And you can see your buddy Timble trying his greatest to get you there as fast as fucking possible. Because now my chest doesn't hurt, so I can run even harder.
That's true.
But yeah, he makes an awful loud noise, even running on water. Just huffing and puffing away. Cape flowing in the wind majestically. Arms always at a perfect 90-degree angle. Taking it in strides. And of course, Gaul catches up, but whatever.
Yeah, about that. So, anything special happen when the rest of us arrive?
Yes. Rose, you have your urine antler back, and you don't feel quite as dead. Still kind of dead, but not quite.
I immediately check to see if the collar is still there.
Collar is, in fact, still there.
Don't worry, we'll find a way to get rid of that collar eventually.
Oh, hold on. My boss is a total jackass.
And don't worry, after we get rid of that collar, I'll get you a new one.
Ha ha ha. Does anything happen?
Nope.
Can we stay here forever?
No.
Hear his voice on the wind.
Hi, Temple.
No!
The Martens still have the mental connection.
Yeah.
I was more joking. This
stay
is
here
actually very
forever?
disconcerting.
It's okay, look up. And by look up, I mean look down.
Confused bunny noises. Just going to look around and then like, oh, I see. Everything's upside down.
Is everything upside down when we see, like, our homes and stuff?
Yes.
Wait,
Speaking of, as you show up and look around, Rose, you see a rather familiar grain mill.
This is where I make my fortitude save.
Yes, it is. And it just looks so lovely to go and visit. You find yourself reminiscing about some of the best times of your life.
Yeah, I got a plus 12 to fortitude. I'm like, yeah, I should totally ace this roll. 3.
At least it wasn't a 2.
Or I could just burn a point of luck.
Oh, look,
How
there's
much
a
damage?
cannonball.
Hold on. Yeah, I have 2 points of luck left. I will burn one. What's the worst that could happen? I physically knocked on wood. I physically knocked on wood right there.
Hey, it helped.
Hey, look, there was a 1. They just added it in front of the 3 to make
That was the Marten
13.
rolling.
Because that's how math works. You put numbers together and make bigger numbers.
Yeah.
Timber's learning.
He's learning.
Was 25 enough to make the save?
Yes, it is. As you start to walk in that direction, like, just caught up in the moment for a split second, you suddenly realize, like, the general situation. You are in an upside-down portal that you found at the bottom of a lake, looking at an upside-down version of your home, and the first thing that you felt upon seeing it was the complete comfort of home.
I know what you are. Slowly turning into timber.
Very well.
that went with that too perfectly.
All right, Rosalia,
Oh,
take
no.
take a gamble.
Take a gamble.
A gumble
Gamble.
for a
Play
boon or
the
curse.
dealer's
Or...
favorite game.
Yep. All right.
So, high or low? I'm going high.
Well, it's even or odd.
Oh,
But hey,
high
you
or
got
low,
the good
even or
result.
odd. Either way. Either way, it's still 50% of the dice, so.
Part of me wants to end right now, purely because of what I just got. I'll give you guys here in voice a sneak preview. Here on Discord.
Hold on, hold on.
Okay. Oh, that's very cute.
Oh my god. In voice chat right now.
Voice chat?
Oh, she disappeared.
And she's back.
Oh, welcome back.
I was doing a bit.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
a tiny
Oh.
timber?
the secret is then immediately get sent to the well.
I can also do this.
Aw. Look at the boy.
Wait, what's
Anyway.
going in the stream?
Nice.
Oh, he's making a sad face.
Adorable. If you turn that on and off really quickly, it looks like they're flying.
Anyways, back to the game.
Yep.
I'm not calling us ending right now, but God, I can't wait. Those of you on stream, you're gonna love this.
Cannonball.
Can confirm.
Yes, the cannonball on the ground.
But yes, Rose, how would you like to react to this?
To the cannonball?
No, to the thing that I had just
the mill.
described.
Yeah, exactly what it said. I know what you are.
Ah.
Rank up. Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Exactly.
Virtually Heroes
That.
raided my stream with 3 viewers.
Virtually Heroes! Hello! Thank you so much for that raid. Hello there, Mercy Dirk. Hello, Nuke Express, or EXP, whichever. Maybe Experience. Either way, welcome on in, Raiders. Welcome. Hey there, Deffen, by the way. Yeah, we are in the middle of, well, probably nearing the end of our Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder game this evening. Though I will still be streaming. I've got a very special surprise to share here in a bit. Once we do switch to the next thing. But yeah, thank you so much for that raid and sharing your community with me. I'll be in the chat. And yeah, carry on. Hope you guys had a great stream.
So did anything happen to Svefenthorn when we came through the portal?
Yeah, Svefenthorn is now in its constituent parts, but isn't, like, reacting to anything. Just sort of is sitting there.
So there's just a horseshoe crab, a backpack, and a pair of severed bird's wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically.
Look how they deconstructed my boy.
Look what they've done. to
My
bag.
boy!
Your snack
Jesus.
pack is back.
It's not a snack. Gar, do not eat Svefenthorn. I'll put them back together once we get out of this pocket dimension, whatever it is.
Cannonball.
I'm going to pack everything into the backpack, put the backpack on, and head into the direction the line's pointing.
All right. The line is pointing towards an island. It's not the most familiar thing in the world to you, but funnily enough, mentioning worlds, you remember seeing this island, although looking a little bit different, when you were doing your little world hop.
She would have actually seen what that island looks like when everybody was sharing their backstories with each other, because the twins assisted that with mental imaging.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah,
also like when you saw it with your own eyes. I should have been a little bit more specific with that.
But basically, what I'm
So,
saying is, like, would she recognize? Oh, that's what island it is.
Oh yeah. It's very clear
Yeah.
which island it is.
So, Timble got a nat 20 on his fort save. What did he feel? He felt drawn to the mountain?
No, he noticed the mountain, and it gave you like a sense of like when you had seen it before, but it wasn't like it
wasn't
didn't feel like it
inviting.
was trying to invite you or anything.
Alright. Well, Timble
It
saw
wasn't
that,
like
and then
roses.
he hauled his little buddy, got his little buddy, came back, saw little buddy's island, and you know what? He doesn't fucking care if it's a lie. It's gone. I'm gonna bring you there. Timble's putting him against Timble's. Timble could have went home, but he put blank and complete above himself. And then by doing that, he also saved the fish.
Yeah. Gar, Kemo, and Moriarty, did they encounter anything special?
Yes, please do tell.
Yes. So as for Moriarty, you notice that even when you put on your special little amulet, it only works for a couple seconds before the life drains back into you. And as for Kemo, I'm going to keep that a secret until Kerr is back.
Oh, my amulet came off?
No, it's still on. It's just like,
Not doing anything.
The
Yeah,
best
and
the best way to
isn't
explain it
working.
is that like it'll work for a second or two, and then it'll stop working, and then it'll work for a second or two, and then it'll stop working.
Gotcha. I'll just take it off then.
Have you tried jiggling the power cord? Have you turned the amulet off and back on again?
I've called customer
Hello,
support.
Moriarty. Hello. This is customer support. Welcome to Kaiser International. Your problems are now our problems. We're going to deal with them for you.
You're being assisted. Do not resist.
Yes.
The twins are going to be reaching out with their minds to see if they can actually sense anyone down. I'm a little confused on if it's above us or below us, because you said it's upside down, but you get the gist.
Also, should the rest of us who are coming in here also be rolling saves and whatnot and see our homes and whatnot?
Yeah, you will.
That's
was
why
just
I
more
was
like
nudging that
dealing with the
direction.
logistics of it. Yeah. I was
Okay.
kind of like doing it like the moment you tried to do anything is when you actually see it. I'd have to roll the check.
Well, we're still waiting on Kerr, so could deal with Gar and Moriarty now then.
Yep. As for Moriarty, you see a very familiar little fishing dock village. I don't know why I said fishing dock village. That's weird. You see a little
It's not
village,
incorrect.
and specifically, like what your eyes immediately lock onto was the tavern that you used to frequent and get as many stories as you could have, as you could possibly manage from the returning fisherman.
He.
My
Go
people.
ahead and make me your check.
Sorry, what?
So go ahead and make me your check.
All
Wait,
right.
is it a check or a save?
Well, it's a save, but it could also be described as a fort check.
You said it was fortitude?
Yeah, it's fort.
Natural 20.
I know what you are.
Do.
Yep. You don't feel particularly drawn to it. It does try to offer the sense of security, but the situation itself is weird enough that you can still feel it trying to tell you to come and visit, but it just doesn't seem like it's a pressing need.
Gotcha. It's like, oh, that's nice. Ish. Rosalia, it's kind of weird these places are here, aren't they?
Just ever so slightly. But given that Timber threw out a can of chow and left this mark on the ground, I'm assuming that he and the Martens went this way.
Alright, best follow it. Gar, how you
Where
holding
the-
up?
Yeah, Gar. Oh.
Yep. And Gar, you see a very familiar, what's the word for it? You see a very familiar tribal area. It has, like, you know, it's not the most advanced place, but it has all of the old huts that were maintained and managed by your tribe that you remember. There's even a nice little fire in the in the central celebration area. Maybe you should go and visit.
I'm gonna need somebody to pull me away.
Yep, actually. Yeah, so we should head towards the Gar. Stefan, sorry, could you? Fuck, that's right. Fuck it. She's going to go hopping after him and just headbutt him in the back as hard as she can when she catches up.
Is there like a counter charm thing I can do as a bard?
You do remember you have antlers, right?
Yes, that's the point.
Okay, just making sure you remembered.
She realizes there's something that's entrancing people about these locations. So seeing Gar wandering off, she's like, well, I'm gonna have to shock him out of it. Hopefully he won't be mad. She went full goat. She has gone full goat.
I believe that this would count as a bit of a natural attack. Just a little bit of a one.
A natural attack gore?
Yeah, let's go with that.
I don't know what to roll for that.
Do you not have any stats written down for Antler?
No, because typically she's a more refined person that wouldn't use her antlers as a weapon, but this is a situation where she couldn't think of anything else to use.
Fair. Very fair. In that case, just go ahead and roll a... You're running at him, roll a d8 modified by strength for damage. For, the actual attack, it's just an attack roll.
Yeah, my strength bonus is 0, so... I did 3 piercing damage.
Oh. You pierced the brain. Good job.
Brain bleed.
Oh my god. Gar,
in all
Gar, you have damage
Gar,
reduction, right?
This does
only
help
when
you.
raging.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In all seriousness, though, this does help you sort of like remember what's going on here, Gar.
Thank you for that.
You good? You with us?
Yeah.
Okay. That actually hurt my neck. Your back is like a brick wall.
Hey, Gar.
Mm-hmm.
Were your folks any good at tracking?
He's a... Moriarty. He is a gnoll.
Right?
He is made of nose.
I mean, yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's trained it at all.
Fair, I guess.
So, Gar, I ask you again, did you have, like, a lot of experience tracking?
Somewhat. I have survival and knowledge nature.
Sorry, but I need to step away again. Kurt just messaged me. He doesn't think he's going to be able to come back tonight.
Ah, okay. Well, at least he was able to let us know.
Yeah.
Actually, given that we're already in overtime, and that he's the last person on the list for the thingy, we could pause here and then have the next session pick back up with whatever it is that Kemo saw.
Really? We could do that, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm fine with that. What about you all?
Great
That
fun!
works.
Sounds good.
Right, Boo?
I'm off for whatever.
Whostein, I swear you with these at the very end of the session frickin'
And yeah, Wostein, what you said in chat. Yeah, for Rose, that is a bit of a shock that, like, wait, he doesn't
Go
just
for the
innately
eyes,
have
Boo.
that ability?
Go for the eyes! Rusk!
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That does not affect current events.
You gotta realize that she spent her childhood, or, well, kittenhood, I guess, in mortal terror of gnolls. And she was always brought up with, it doesn't matter how well you hide, they'll be able to sniff you out, so just run. And like, I can't track by my nose that well. What?
Fucking excuse me?
Okay. Well, I guess we're ending here. Thank you everybody so much for joining us today for Ascent to Ascend Pathfinder. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that allows these streams to keep on happening, so thank you for your support in doing so. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by simply sharing the stream around. But for now, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. We are less than 70 subscribers away from full partnership over there. I really need your support to get that rest of the way. But I bid you all the most fondest adieu for now.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Honk.